With season 3 of House of the Dragon on the way, now is the perfect time to look back at some of the scenes from the first season that hit the hardest and set the foundation for the rest of the show. In this video, The Clanking Dragon and I are revisiting some of the top moments from season 1. And if you want to check out the entire discussion, the link will be in the description. With that being said, here's our list. Alright, so let's wrap this up with what we feel were the best moments of the first season in no particular order. And I'm going to start it off with the scene in Driftmark that shows the aftermath of Aemon losing his eye.
Ooh.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, so that one was great. I mean, for me, any scene that Viserys is in season 1 is automatically top tier. That one for me, it was really the start of seeing who's on whose side, right? Like you see after Alicent cuts Rhaenyra, you see Corlys and Rhaenys on her side with Lucerys. You see Daemon.
You see Kristen about to pull up.
Yeah.
And Daemon's like, nah, not today, bro.
Exactly. He's like, hey, whoa, where do you think you're going? So you start to see these sides like really get defined in that moment. And Viserys is just like, hey guys, like, let's just all get along. What's going on here? Be nice to each other, love each other. Where did you hear these rumors?
I think it was pretty telling and like pretty powerful when Alicent is like crying, pleading with Viserys to like do something about Aemon losing his eye, and Viserys is just like, you know what, guys, let's just apologize and let's go to bed. and that's when she's like, nah, bro, that's not how it's gonna go down today.
Yeah. She like tried calling like Kristen, like he's like the hound, like, oh, bring me his eye, like, and it was crazy. Like that's when Rhaenyra says it was hard hiding behind your own righteousness, because she was like, oh, where's duty, where's sacrifice? You just trample everything, you just do whatever you want. You take my son's eye, and even to that you feel entitled. Like it was a powerful moment for Alicent, and how Otto, even then he was impressed by her. He didn't think she had it in her, but. In the books, I always thought that she was like that, originally, like not holding back, as opposed to being, all friends with Rhaenyra.
That was supposed to be like the point of no return for like the dynamic between the two families. So that's what I was hoping Alicent would be like for the rest of the show. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way.
No, they had the dinner.
We'll talk about that in the next one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Alicent just loses it because she feels like Rhaenyra gets away with everything. Like you were saying, Lucerys took Aemon's eye, and Viserys was like, yeah, I mean, let's just all get along.
Like, not even that. Like Aemon lost his eye, and he's like, hey, you called them bastards? Hey, where'd you hear that from? Who told you that? Like, we're not asking. Like, he doesn't even care that his son lost an eye.
Yeah, he's threatening everyone. Like, oh, whoever questions the legitimacy of Rhaenyra's sons, I'll have your tongue out.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, your son just lost an eye, and you're pivoting the conversation.
Yeah, he doesn't even care.
Else.
For what it's worth, it's like Viserys really wanted a son the entire time, but he only would have wanted it if it was with Aemma. Like he doesn't care about any of his other sons, Helena, any of the Hightower side. Like that doesn't exist to him. He's just
he even like yells at Aegon when he's like, oh, Aegon, like tell me who told you that Rhaenyra's sons were bastards.
Mm-hmm.
And Aegon is just like,
everybody knows,
father. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
And no one said anything because what is there to say? Like, just look at them, just like he said.
Yeah.
Like, they're clearly not Laenor's kids, and everyone knew that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a powerful scene.
Yeah, I really feel like, Olivia Cook did a good job throughout the season, but that was like one of the defining moments, I feel like. Mm-hmm. She really killed it.
Yeah. That was, I feel like, where she showed like her range. I was like, wow, that was such a, like she brought the emotion to it. I was like, okay, yeah. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah. So another top moment this season had to be when Viserys makes the walk to defend Rhaenyra's claim.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite scene out of season 1 in its entirety. For me, like when he entered, it was even the music that he came out to, Otto's face. Like you just see Otto getting up from the throne. Alicent is like, what's going on? And Vaemond, all his hope just leaves. And it's just such a dramatic entrance.
Yeah, he thought he was about to inherit the entire...
Yeah, he's like, oh, Driftmark's mine. Psych. When he saw the king, he knew it was a wrap. And I liked it. Viserys, like, he tried going up to climb the throne. The Kingsguard tried to help him. I think it was Eric. And he was like, no, I'm good. But once he saw it was Daemon, he let Daemon help him up, put the crown on him.
Yeah,
it was such a powerful scene and moment. Paddy Considine is such a great actor. Like I said, favorite scene out of, season 1 in its entirety. He just shut it down. He shut down. He's like, everybody, what the
Yeah.
fuck are we doing here, right? This succession has already been made. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. One of the reasons why I really like this scene is because I feel like Otto and Alicent thought they had Rhaenyra like checkmated in a way.
Yeah.
Then like here comes Viserys from his deathbed, pretty much to protect Rhaenyra's claim. I feel like it was almost sending a message that as long as he's alive, no one's messing with Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Like
His only child,
that's
bro.
basically-
His only child.
Yeah.
And he put his whole soul, like no milk of the poppy. I'm going to suck it up. I need to make things right for my family. And he just did that, bro. And it was crazy because the transition after that was the dinner that he wanted. And you know, it was interesting because that's like the first time we see Viserys walk in with the mask on.
Mhm.
So, you know, from there to go to the dinner, and then you see the mask off and you see how much he's deteriorated. It's just the makeup team killed it, but Patty really brought that soul of like a dying man trying to make everything right, trying to bring his family together. Like you said, don't do it for the realm, don't do it for the crown, but do it for this old man that loves you all. You know, these are the
Yeah.
people that I hold most dear to me. So yeah, I mean, it's just a great moment in general.
Yeah, I also really like that dinner scene. And it's also really sad because like right when they're pulling Viserys away, like when the camera's in like slow motion and he sees like everyone having a good time, even Otto is laughing for the first time ever.
Yeah, like everybody's having a
He's
great
like-
time.
Yeah, his grandkids are getting along, and then as soon as he leaves,
Yeah.
it all goes to shit.
Yeah,
Like,
at least they held
it's
it. At least they held it down in front of him, right? They gave him that little peace of mind before they, you know, scurry him away. So at least they waited before doing that.
They really had to bring that pig out.
Yeah, man, and they had to laugh about it too, right? Of course, then this guy goes on the 3 Strong Boys chant, and then it's over.
To be fair though, I feel like that was a harmless joke. Lucerys just
Yeah,
like giggled.
but
You know, kind of like a callback to old times, but from Aemon's point of view, it's kind of like it brings him back memories to when he didn't have a dragon and they were making fun of him.
yeah, but it's like if you're Lucerys, like you know that you took this guy's eye, like he hates you. He's gonna
That's
hate
true.
you for the rest of your life. So I would not fuck with him, especially when you see he's crazy and you saw him in the yard training with Kristen Cole and he beat him. I would not.
Yeah,
do
they were like,
anything.
"Who's this grown ass man?"
Yeah, exactly. He's a grown ass man, and Lucerys is like a little kid.
Yeah, so you think if Jacaerys was the one that, like, let's say it was him that made the giggle or whatever, do you think he still would have made the comment?
Yeah, because it's still like thinking back to him being bullied. Like another thing to season 2, right? Aemon, he goes to the brothel to just cuddle with like the older lady, and like it's definitely his mommy issues that he has, but it's also like he's very sensitive, right? Like I don't know, like he was bullied his
Yeah,
entire youth, so I don't know. I just wouldn't fuck with him. Obviously, if I know he's a loose cannon, right?
I mean, even Alicent says that like a couple of times that like, oh, like they all know what Aemon is.
Yeah,
But,
he's
like-
angry.
We don't really see her do anything about it.
No, I don't think she can control him. I mean, she tries like when Aemon tries to, well, again, season 2, but when he tries to get Helena to fly on Dreamfire, he's like, hey, no, she's not gonna get involved in your war. Like, what is this? Like, she tries to stop him and tries to show him direction, but he doesn't give a fuck. He's not gonna listen to her. He took her place away in the council, the small council. So
I feel like the only person that he sees on his level is Kristen.
yeah, and Damon.
Well, and Daemon, but
Yeah,
on his side, Kristen.
yeah, agreed. And speaking of fucking with Aemond, like Lucerys should not be doing that. It just so happens that when he shows up to Storm's End, that's where Aemond is, and you see Vhagar just pull up and do the roar. That's probably like the next big moment, you know, in the season. Obviously, that's what they chose to end the season with. Man, when you just see how small his dragon is compared to Vhagar, it's not fair.
Yeah, huge difference. I mean, he literally pulled up and he sees Godzilla in the back.
Literally.
And I just know he was like, Mom, you said this would be the easy one.
Yeah.
Because she was like, oh, Lord Baratheon, like he'll be proud to host the prince in his presence or whatever, or something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing.
Mhm.
But it's just like, he never would have expected to pull up and just see literally his worst enemy. Because he already knows when he sees Vhagar that Aemond is obviously in there. But I'll give it to him. He was brave enough to follow through and go inside.
Yeah, bro, I would have popped the fastest U-turn.
The Yui.
Yeah, instant
U-turn.
U-turn if I see Vhagar there. It's like, okay, well, they probably already won Storm's End. And even then, when he showed up to Lord Boris, he's like, tell your bitch mother to not tell the Lord of Storm's End.
That the Lord of Storm's End isn't a dog that she could just
whip up or whatever. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like he just hits her. He hits him with that. And at least he has the courtesy to say, "Hey, not in my walls." And in the books, it was one of his daughters, Maris, was like, "Oh, he took one of your eyes, not your balls," and that's what sets him off. Yeah. So I think it's funny that they chose to exclude that one, but nonetheless, I mean, he still like chases him out and fucking murks him. So
I think it was cool to see like that's like the mask was off, Aemond was ready. He was gonna, as soon as he saw Lucerys, he was like, this day cannot get any better. Like he was leaving with something that day.
Yeah, he's like, would you look at that? And he even showed him the sapphire eye. That's like the first time that he takes off the eye patch and we got a good view of it.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. I think they did a good job with the sapphire eye.
Yeah, it looks good. I think that's one of like the cooler like fantasy elements from George's universe, like the sapphire eye.
Yeah, it's like you were saying earlier, it's cartoonishly evil, right? Like fucking sapphire in his eye. Like what? That sounds crazy.
Yeah, literally the only other character that could match up to that, like cartoonishly evil, is Euron.
Yeah, that's true. The crow's eye.
Like imagine if in Game of Thrones we would have had like a Euron equivalent, but adapted to a show.
Everyone would have been shitting bricks and we would have gotten book accurate Euron. That guy would have been the biggest threat instead of being whatever the fuck he was in the actual series. Like that was insane how butchered that character got. But
I agree. Yeah, another thing I really like about the Storm's End scene is like after, like with the dragons, this is what could happen when you give weapons of mass destruction to children. Because that's basically what Aemond has.
Yeah, you got
Lucerys not so much because his dragon is a lot smaller. Mm-hmm. But Vhagar is literally a walking nuke.
Yeah, that is the nuke, right? The biggest dragon there. So yeah, bro, anybody you put in front of him is gonna get chopped. How many times did Vhagar specialize in sneak attacks?
Yeah, she being such a large dragon, that's like her finishing move or her specialty.
Yeah, just come in with a chomp.
Yeah. She's done it twice already.
Yeah, bro. That's a menace to society right there.
I can't wait to see what they got in store for us in season 3.
Yeah, especially if it's anything like the books. I mean, I read that they had like a conceptual episode that they're going to do in like season 3, and I don't want to get too into that. I wonder what they're going to do with that, but yeah, no, I'm excited regardless for season 3. I feel like this is going to be the best season that we've seen for sure.
Yeah, I have a lot of hope that it'll be good.
There's just too many good battles, good storylines. I'm excited.
Yeah. And that's going to do it for our top moments of the first season. But we want to know, what are your favorite or most memorable moments of the first season? Let us know in the comments. And again, if you want to tap into the entire breakdown where we review the entire season, go check out the full episode. The link will be in the description. As always, thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel and The Clanking Dragon before season 3 drops. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.